Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly forecast for January 23rd through the 29th. I apologize, my darlings. I know that I've been away for quite some time. I know this video is being posted rather late, but I did not want to leave you yet another week without a forecast. So better late than never. We're going to see what's coming up here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead for our lovely Scorpio collective. Let's get right on into it, my darlings. Move you all just a little bit closer. First card coming up is the Page of Cups, and it can definitely be you, Scorpio, in your water sign energy. Now, a lot of you have heard me talk about the Page of Cups in terms of like playfulness, the heart chakra opening up, the need to kind of embrace lighter energy and make time for play. Energies have been really intense lately, so I do definitely think lighter hearted energy can be very playful. Page of Cups can also be children or child. So those of you who are parents, especially if you have a water sign child, you may be spending more time with that child this week, or focusing on their needs, or making sure they're getting a little extra attention. But what I was going to say about the Page of Cups is Scorpio, I don't know. You let me know in the comments. One of the reasons why I've been away for so long is this energy has hit me so hard, and I went through like a massive reset and just like had no, like, there were days I could hardly get out of bed. I would get out of bed for like an hour, a couple of hours, get things done, and I needed to lay down again. Like I had such an intense release. And so now I feel like the energy is changing, and I'm feeling a lot more energy. And so I feel with this Page of Cups, there might be a sense of like a youthfulness being restored, or feeling more energized. Let me know in the comments if any of you are feeling that. Did you feel over the last few weeks like you were just trudging through like just really heavy, murky energy? Or did you feel like really tired and having a big release? And do you feel as though that energy is shifting now? Do you feel like now you're getting energized? I love Pamela Georgia. I really do. I watched her long before I got into tarot myself. And I know she mentioned in one of her videos recently that she felt like the water signs were going to be getting like a boost of energy. That's like a message she was, or an energy she was picking up on one of her readings. And I'm personally feeling that. And so seeing the Page of Cups, I feel like this could be for this Scorpio collective here, where maybe you just were in really heavy energy, and now things are lightening up for you. Like you're feeling a sense of playfulness, or you're feeling like you're in a happier mood, or you're not taking things so seriously right now. But I just feel a sense of youthfulness with this Page of Cups and the heart opening. The next card coming up for the Scorpio collective is the King of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I don't know why I drew a blank. A Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, you might be focusing on those houses or areas of your life right now. Now, the King of Pentacles is a very special card for me in my readings. You guys who watch my videos, I probably sound like a broken record. You've heard me say it before. One of the things I've seen, the pattern with this card in my readings, there could be a really big opportunity coming your way. And so it might feel a little overwhelming, where you're like, oh gosh, this sounds amazing. Like I would love this, but it's kind of a dream come true. And it might be triggering like this imposter syndrome, where you're thinking there's no way. Like the only reason why this is being offered to me is I really wowed and dazzled somebody, right? Like I really wowed and dazzled my supervisors, or I really knocked that interview out of the park. But you know, if they really knew me, they wouldn't offer this to me. They're offering it to me because they think I'm better than I am. And there's no way. There's no way I could be good at this. And so we're tempted to turn something down. We're tempted to turn it down because we don't believe in ourselves enough. and we think that like people in the situation aren't going to like us, or think they made a mistake giving us this opportunity, and so we're tempted to turn it down. But what I've seen in my readings is this card comes up to say, look, if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here. It's here now because you're ready for it. And it was offered to you because whoever is offering it to you sees your potential and sees that you're ready for it. And so this card comes up to say, accept these opportunities. One of the key words for the King of Pentacles, for people who are like learning the cards and trying to memorize the meanings, one of the key phrases for this card is the Midas touch. So you're coming into a time in which the works of your hands are blessed. The projects you're taking on, the things that you're doing, you're going to do very well. We're not talking about you're going to do a good job. You're going to crush it. You're going to like just Midas touch. Works of your hands are blessed right now. So any ideas you have, any inspirations you're feeling, this is a really good time to get going on those things. Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles coming in together also gives me a sense or a feeling of like work feeling like play. Like you're beginning to generate income doing something that doesn't even feel like work. Like you're just having fun. That's the vibe I get with these two cards coming in together. The next card coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Chariot. And again, this can come up in a couple of different ways. It is a major arcana card. So when the major arcana cards come up, the major arcana cards come up because we're at a significant crossroads in our life. It's a defining moment. The things we're dealing with are directly connected with what we came here to learn, what we came here to accomplish. So the Chariot, first and foremost, could be a Cancerian energy. So if you have any Cancer placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a really significant soulmate. That might be Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But aside from that, okay, a lot of you have heard me say this card makes me think of the quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, where he said, once we make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. The Chariot is very much a card about independence and about decisiveness. So your success in these endeavors are directly connected to you having the mindset of, I am going to do this. I am committing that I'm going to go down this path. I am committing that I'm going to put my energy into this and I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this happen. So it's making a decision within ourselves. Also, traditionally, this card can also be travel. Okay, I'm not getting a relocation vibe. That's not saying that you won't relocate this year, but Scorpio, intuitively, I feel like if you are trying to manifest a relocation, probably won't happen for another 4 to 6 months. But the things that are happening in the coming week might be like the things that are getting that relocation into motion for you. You may not be relocating this week, but something could be happening this week that's setting events into motion that are going to lead to relocation. But traditionally, the Chariot card is also travel. So what I was going to say, I feel the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles could be a new career opportunity, a new work opportunity that may also involve travel. It could be traveling by car specifically. So there could be some kind of a road trip, or you may be driving out to a place to check it out or to see it. But there could be some kind of a travel here in connection to work, or like a work opportunity. Okay, but again, like you're making the decision that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I also feel some of you may be manifesting work where like you can work alone without having somebody over your shoulder. I just got a flash in my mind of like a boss I used to have, oh my gosh, like they were so on my ass. I can't even tell you. Like I just could not take a breath. They were just always over me. Uh and it was so overwhelming. It was so overwhelming to have somebody like micromanaging every little thing and like just being there every second through every step. And so some of you could be in some kind of environment where you're feeling really micromanaged or um just I don't know, you just might feel like you're not being given room or freedom or privacy. And so I feel you might be manifesting some kind of work where you're not going to deal with that. You're not going to deal with somebody constantly over your shoulder, like examining every little thing in real time, in every second, play by play. So there could be something in like manifesting work, working independently, or working in a way where you're not at a desk. Maybe you're getting like work where you actually get to move around, you actually get to go places and look at things. And it might be work where you're not stuck in one place. You're able to move around, or moving around is a part of the job. um Now this next card is very interesting, especially when we talked about decisiveness and independence. You have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, okay, uh, can be a situation where there's a fight, there's an argument, there's a disagreement that gets like, blown up out of proportion. It could be a burning of bridges. It could be in connection to some opportunity that you're accepting. Okay, there could be people who aren't happy about it. There could be people who are being critical about it. And so you might have to be ready. I would encourage you, especially if you have a Libra placement, you might want to check out the Libra reading. I know a lot of you have Libra placements because I've said in the past that I'm Libra rising, and I remember in the comments a lot of you were like, oh, I'm Libra moon. I think a lot of you have Libra placement. So if you do have Libra placement, you might want to check out the Libra reading, because that's the feeling and the vibe I'm getting with this Five of Swords. It's like good things are happening for you, but then like there's people who aren't happy that you're doing this. Like you might not have support. You might not have people saying, oh my gosh, I totally believe in you, you're going to be amazing. They're not comfortable with these changes, or they want you to do something else. And so there could be some arguments or disagreements with people around you because they don't like the changes that you're making. They don't like the direction that you're going in. For some of you, this is exactly the issue. Is the independence. They see you like you're getting too independent. You're going out on your own. You're doing things by yourself, and they don't like it because they feel like they can't control you, or they can't hold you down, or you're going down a path that's not going to benefit them, and they want you to benefit them. So there could be some kind of conflict in this way for some of you. For other ones of you, this Five of Swords is saying that it's going to be really, really important for you not to sabotage yourself in these opportunities and these changes that are coming up. Because as we're opening up to receive, oftentimes we become very vulnerable. And when we're very vulnerable, we can get very sensitive about things. And the negative ego comes in and messes with us. So there could be certain things that are happening that you start to think like you're fluctuating. You're like, hey, look, if you weren't ready for this, it wouldn't be here now. I believe in myself totally. And then something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like crap. Or, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. And like maybe like we start beating ourselves up. So there could be things that are happening where negative ego is messing with us. We're getting triggered. So instead of reacting to that or getting upset or just, throwing in the towel or getting into an argument with somebody, maybe take a step aside and journal about it. Like what happened? What happened? Who was involved in the situation? What did they say? What did they do? How did it make me feel about myself? As far back as I can remember, when is the first time in my life that I can remember feeling this way? Who was involved then? Why do I think this person did it? Why do I think the person from the past did it? Like, how did it benefit them? What did they get out of it? Write out of forgiveness to the person, write out of forgiveness to yourself, and then write out how you're choosing to feel about yourself from now on moving forward. If you can do that, you're going to deactivate the trigger. And it's not going to have that power over you anymore. I know some of you have heard me say sometimes this is somebody that's deliberately triggering us. Could be with people who don't want you to take these steps, right? Like like they're saying, oh, well, remember that last time you were going to do this? And, oh, okay, remember when we told you not to marry that person and you married that person and, you're going to regret this, like whatever, right? It could be something like that. But for some of you, it could be more like within yourself. You're just getting triggered because of negative ego. But now you have this opportunity to deactivate these triggers so that they're not getting to you. They're not bothering you. Okay? Oh, one more thing I wanted to say. In this opportunity, I do also feel this could be like you might be dealing with people who are very fast-paced. And maybe there isn't micromanaging, but maybe you're gonna have to kind of develop like a thick skin. And I don't even feel like it's anybody insulting you. I just might feel like there could be people who are very like just very short. Like they just okay, fine, okay. Like maybe you're putting Scorpios. We put our heart and soul into everything. So you might really put your heart and soul into something, and you go and you present it, and they're like, oh, okay, fine, just put it there. And you're like, what in the hell? Like, they don't even care. Like, no feedback, no, oh, good job, or like, it could be something like that. So I feel that there may be something where you kind of have to have a thick skin and not feel upset if people are not reacting the way you want them to react, or they're not being expressive, or they're not being encouraging. You might just be dealing with people who are just like kind of very very I don't know what I want to say, like I don't know. I don't want to say soulless, but they might not be very expressive, and they might not be people who express gratitude. It could be one of those situations where it's more like no news is good news. They'll let you know when you're in trouble, but if you're doing a good job, like, you don't hear from them. It could be that kind of situation. So don't let that hurt your feelings if you're not getting confirmation or praise or anything like that. Could be that kind of situation for some of you. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. I will have a playlist in the description to take you to the other videos. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.